the distance trying to figure out what the community thought about stuff, and we tried to bring our own intelligence to that and chart a path forward. I'm proud of being part of keeping Bowen small, because small is so integral to function. Small creates the capacity to know your neighbor, to feel part of a community, to therefore invest in its success, to care about its future. That's what small does for you. And so that is a piece of the puzzle that is core. What we need to add to that is really a more proactive approach to taking stock of what we are, what we've got. And it's the natural assets I'm focusing on here to say, how does this little community chart a path forward against all the, the crosswinds that are coming at us going forward, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And we need to pay attention to this thing, which we love to call sort of a defining feature of Bowen, our nature. And we need to treat it with respect and build a deeper connection and understanding of what it needs so that it is a partner with us as we go forward. It's not enough just to hope that it's going to be there in 20 years. Anyways, that's sort of my partial reflections on where we go, but we got a long way to go. That's the other thing that I really like about where we're going is that, boy, I don't remember an election period that got off to such a fast start with so much conversation going on. And Don, you're part of it. Like I'm just see that this is what a small community has to do well. If we don't do our election periods well, we sort of shoot ourselves in the foot big time. And the only way to do them well is to talk a lot. And in multiple forums, in multiple ways, some of those have got to be, person to person. And so I look forward to where things are going to go and unfold.
I really want to thank you, Bob, for spending so much time with us and sharing so many great perspectives. I know you're anxious to get into your kayak, but heartfelt thanks.
I have to say you're a calming influence, Don.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Don.
We've been speaking with Bob Turner, a former mayor of Bowen Island, conservationist, activist, and a really good filmmaker. You can usually find Bob in his kayak filming, and you can see his amazing work on YouTube. I hope you found Bob's perspective and background helpful, no matter where you live. And don't forget, the 257 and a short ferry ride will get you there. That's another edition of the Conversation Lab. This radio program and podcast is produced by CFRO-FM in Vancouver's downtown east side. We're on the territories of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. Our gratitude and thanks to them, as well as to the many not-for-profit organizations, community groups, and change makers around the world that support this program. If you enjoyed today's conversation, please consider becoming a member of Co-op Radio to support this program and the many others produced by hundreds of volunteers. If you have a story to share or know someone who does, please have them contact us at coopradio.org, theconversationlab.ca, and on many social media and podcasting platforms. This episode was cobbled together with some help from Brian McKinnon, Kimit Sekon, John Massacar, and Julian Anton. Thanks, guys, and thank you for listening. I'm Don Schaefer.